Today we're doing meal prep, 2 weeks worth of sausage, egg, and cheese breakfast tacos. Let's jump into it. The first thing you want to do is get all your ingredients ready. It's going to be a lot easier and a lot faster to cook everything. And the first thing you need is 8 eggs. And you want to scramble those eggs really well. Don't forget the salt. Scramble them really well. And then set those aside. This is 1 pound of sausage. 1 pound is 16 ounces. Each taco gets 2 ounces. You cut that up into 8 pieces and you've pre-prepped all your sausage. Next thing, you want some sliced cheese. You want some tortillas. You want some freezer paper. Freezer paper is really crucial. If you try to prep these tacos and wrap them in anything other than freezer paper, like parchment paper or wax paper, they're going to stick really bad, and it's not going to be a fun time trying to reheat these. What I like to do is, I have this big roll of freezer paper, and I like to cut 2 big squares. You fold it on a diagonal, and that's the easiest way to cut out a square. And you put the big squares together, and you fold them twice, and then you slice all of those, and that's going to give you 8 taco-sized squares of freezer paper, and this is really important. You're going to need these for later. And then you want to take each piece of freezer paper and you want to fold it on the diagonal with the shiny side out. That's really important. And you put all those pieces of freezer paper inside of each other, and then you fold them again, and those are ready. Set those aside for later. Blue tape's going to help. Now it's time to cook. I found this really cool trick on how to make sure your pan is the right temperature. You just put a little bit of oil in the pan ahead of time and let it heat up, and right when it starts to smoke, you can barely tell that it starts to smoke. That's when you know that your pan is ready, and then you got that sizzle. So you're going to put some oil in there. I got some beef fat. You can use any kind of oil, and you want to totally coat the skillet. Now we're ready to go in with our eggs, and if your pan is seasoned well and it's hot enough, those eggs are going to start to curdle right away. You're going to start cooking some curd. And the way we want to scramble our eggs, we don't want to have any liquid left over. We want to keep moving the eggs around in the skillet. We also don't want to have any color on the eggs. We want to get the eggs pretty much perfectly done without any color on them. This kind of scrambled egg is going to freeze really well, and it's going to reheat really well later. So you just want to keep the heat low to medium low and keep moving around in the skillet until they are a perfect golden color. Oh man, those look good. Now you want to clean your skillet out a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. Go in with our sausage. Go in with plenty of oil. Go in with water too. And then put the lid on until it starts boiling. As soon as it starts boiling, take it off. What this is going to do is it's going to make sure our sausage is really tender. If we took the sausage out of the casing and fried it up like ground meat, or if we cut it into little medallions like we were doing jambalaya or something like that, then it would get kind of hard, and when you freeze that and you reheat it, it's going to be even harder. So I like to make sure my sausage is really soft by taking a little extra time boiling it first in these large chunks. When you boil it in the large chunks, it stays really soft. So as you can see, we've got oil and water in there, but the pot is not going to get hotter than 212 degrees as long as there's water in the oil. And you can see all that froth, all that boiling, that's the water boiling out, and that's slow cooking that sausage, and that's going to keep it super tender. Now that all the water's boiled down, the sausage is cooked all the way through, and now we're frying it. And all we had to do is wait. And so the temperature in the pot is going to come way up once that last bit of water comes out. And it's going to take about 3 minutes. Your results may vary depending on how high you have your pot turned up. I've got just kind of a perfect 300 degree boil, and you see we're getting some beautiful color on that sausage. Now that sausage looks really appetizing. And at this point, you're going to want to put the lid back on because it's going to get really splashy. And like I said, just wait till it gets some nice color on each side. We're going to plate that up so it can drain and cool off. And oh, save that oil. That's the good stuff right there. Cook something with that later. We don't throw that away. Now your eggs and your sausage need to cool completely off. So now's the perfect time to go and do all the dishes. And wait for that sausage to cool off. Set out your papers, set out your tacos, and start placing your eggs. Put about the same amount of eggs in each taco. Put about the same amount of sausage in each taco. And you go in with the cheese. Now you want all your ingredients to be completely cool at this point, because if they're still hot, then they're still steaming. And if they're still steaming, then they're going to make all your tortillas really soggy. Get you 8 pieces of tape ready. Fold the corner on each piece of tape. That's going to make it easier to unwrap your taco later. And then start wrapping your tacos. This is the home stretch. This is the payday right here. So there's a couple of secrets. There's a couple of tips to getting these tacos folded up and rolled up, just like you might get at the convenience store or at a fast food restaurant. First thing, because these papers have X's folded in them, it's really easy. You want to make sure the taco is perfectly centered on the paper. Next thing, you want to make sure there's an even distribution of meat and eggs horizontally throughout the taco. Next thing, when you fold over that tortilla, don't pull on it. Don't pull on it at all. Just literally just kind of push the food into the middle of the taco and then just fold over the tortilla and hold it shut with your finger. And then when you pull the ears and the tail over, then you can pull those over real tight. You're going to smash the taco in there. You're going to pull the ear, you're going to pull over the left ear, you can pull over the right ear, you can pull over the tail, and then you're going to roll it up and roll it back onto itself. And you can put that piece of tape on. And that's it. You just do all of this assembly line style, and you're going to have, you don't have to worry about whether or not you're going to have food. You don't have to pay for food. You're going to have a delicious meal. They're individually wrapped, and so every morning you just go in there and grab one, and ultimately it's going to be a lot healthier. To reheat these, I just do 30 seconds in the microwave on each side. And you can do bratwurst, you can do chorizo, you can do Cajun sausage. Let me know in the comments if you guys make these and you like them. I hope this helped. Y'all have a great one.